AfterBuzzers, it's Kim Davey here live on the red carpet for the premiere of Pennyworth. Tonight we're going to be talking with the cast and crew, so stick around and do not go anywhere. How are you? You good?
I'm very good. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you. And so I just have to ask first and foremost, what inspired you to audition for the role of Alfred Pennyworth? Or how did that come about?
Well, like anything else, you know, it landed in my inbox. And it was, I remember reading the premise and I thought, what, the butler, the guy, you know, the old guy, all right, fair enough. But the minute, about 3 pages into the script, I was completely hooked. Bruno Heller, our showrunner and creator, is a genius. And yeah, so really for me, it was the script that got me.
And so what tell us about the fun you had on the set, because there's a lot of torture, there's a lot of violence. Was this up your alley? Did you enjoy this?
Yeah, it was great. It was a cathartic experience. No, I mean, there was loads going on. It was good fun. I'd never done something so action-packed, so physical. But luckily, I mean, I'm quite tall, but I'm pretty slim. So luckily, we had very good stuntmen and very clever cameramen that sold all the action, so I didn't have to break a sweat too much.
So you sit back and watch and have a coffee and all that good stuff?
Well, I performed, but when I'm beating them up, they were going, oh, that, as if it really hurt, when I'm sure it didn't at all.
Amazing. And so you've done so well, and you're from the UK, here in Hollywood now. Tell us about the strategy of your career. What has been the thing that you have been focusing on, and where do you want to go with that?
Well, I think, you know, everyone gets knockbacks all the time, and it's about how you deal with them. And it's, people always ask me, when did you decide you wanted to be an actor? And I don't think I ever really did decide that I wanted to be one. I think I just was one from a kid. I was at home at my parents' a couple of weeks ago watching old family videos, and I'm just jumping in front of the camera, just desperate to be seen, as it were. So I think it's just sort of been in me. But keep positive and keep, you know, don't take no for an answer. Keep going.
Fantastic. Well, hey, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We can't wait to see what it's going to be like for the whole 10 episodes. And congratulations.
Thanks very much. Cheers.
Nice to meet you.
You
Have
too.
a good night.
Cheers.
Hi AfterBuzzers, it's Kim Davey here live on the red carpet of Pennyworth, here with Ben Aldridge, who plays the one and only Thomas Wayne. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, British man.
Hello.
So super exciting. How did this part and this role come available to you?
I guess the way they always do, in that I was just had an audition for it, actually had a self-tape and read it and was very excited about actually the opening description of the world it was going to be set in. I was like, once I'd read that, I was like, yes, this was like something that could be very creative and imaginative and very exciting to be part of. So that, and I loved the character that he'd written in Thomas Wayne. So did a self-tape for it, then met Bruno and Danny once, and then afterwards, heard that I would be playing it. So.
And for all the actors out there who are doing many self-tapes consistently, any tricks on the self-tape?
Oh, I don't know. They're a living hell. I think tips-wise, I don't know. Try and keep it to like 3 takes and don't kill yourself over it. Basically, that would be my tip.
Well, that seems to work for you, so that's a good thing. Yeah. And so, Pennyworth, the show. Can you tell us any inside goss or scoops or anything that was particularly fun to work on during this series?
I think, like I said, I think the world is the thing I'm most excited about. It's kind of this recognisable, swinging, punky, rocky pop 1960s, but it's got this like incredibly dark, macabre twist to it. I think expect the unexpected. Like, just as you're settling into something that feels familiar, it suddenly becomes very alien and very strange. And I think that's what I'm most excited, I think, for the viewers to have fun with,
Well, I know you're being pulled away, but thank you so much. Enjoy the time tonight.
Thank you so much. Very nice to meet you.
Awesome, you too. Hi, so Maya, darling. Tonight you are here at the Pennyworth premiere. Very exciting, but tell us more about what's been happening for you recently.
Well, what's happening with me is I'm making new music like crazy. I'm trying to collaborate with different artists now. That'll be my first collaborations coming up, especially with rap artists, because I think the blend is turning out really wonderful. And I'm just working on a few little series things happening. I'm doing a pilot, and that's exciting. But other than that, I'm just being me.
Just being you. Attending all the fun parties and screenings in Hollywood, yeah?
Well, almost all of them, hopefully. But yeah, I'm meeting a lot of great people now, and I think the industry is so full of amazing actors. Like, I'm so happy to meet everyone. Like, everyone here is inspiring to me, so I'm just happy to be in the same room.
Awesome. And so you've obviously spent a bit of time at AfterBuzz previously, so where can our AfterBuzzers check you out on some of our AfterBuzz after shows?
Well, go back to the Famous in Love after show. You will see me on the finale episode of that, because my songs were in Tell Me, so that's pretty cool. We're in Tell Me, God. We're in Famous in Love, the TV series. And yeah, you could also check me out on Black Hollywood Live, on The Beat, talked about music last year, so yeah. I love you, AfterBuzz.
And girl, I just need to talk a little bit about your eye makeup for a minute. It's absolutely stunning. Can we have a close-up?
Yeah.
So beautiful. And who did your makeup tonight?
Oh my God, shout out to you, Nancy, my makeup artist. She is amazing. Yes, I am. Oh, thank you.
Awesome, well, have fun. Thank you so much for the interview.
Bye.
Okay, so hi AfterBuzzers, Kim Davey here live from the Pennyworth carpet, and here I am tonight with Sarah Withers, who's actually been on AfterBuzz before. Sarah, which shows have you been on for us?
I have been on the Scare Guys for my film Nightmare Cinema, so if you're a horror fan, maybe you have seen it.
Awesome, and so tonight are you here to support anyone in the cast and crew, or you're here for your own right? What brings you here?
Well, I'm here to support myself, but I'm also here to support the cast. I don't know anybody, but who knows? Hopefully that'll change. I'm just here to give good energy, and I'm really excited to see what's in store.
And talking about what's in store, what has been in store for you of late? What are we going to be seeing coming out from you?
So a couple weeks ago, my film Nightmare Cinema came out with Mickey Rourke. So stay tuned for that. And right now, I'm auditioning a ton, and I have a TV show coming out called Play by Play, and it's awaiting a home on a streaming service. So we're waiting to see where it lands, but I have very high hopes. So, and I'm a very emo blockbuster manager. So I don't know if you can see it, but it was fun to act it, so yeah.
That sounds really fun. And so for your career, what has been like your strategy? Where are you trying to get to? What is your ultimate goal?
I feel like my strategy has been, well, I've been acting for 15 years now, so my strategy has been work on my craft, and then secondly, really work on myself. So I'm a huge proponent of self-awareness, self-love, really appreciating yourself, because then everything else is so much easier because you believe in yourself. So from there, it's really a lot easier to go on meetings and to do casting, and don't be afraid to DM producers or directors or casting directors who you are big fans of their work, and show your appreciation for them, and hopefully you can get coffee and start relationships that way. Yeah.
It sounds like you have done this in the past, so can you give us some examples of how that has worked for you?
Yes, so on Instagram I've DM'd, I don't know if I should say, just so the poor guy doesn't get like flooded with DMs, but I DM'd a director. I had seen him at a panel, and I was a fan of his show, and he's a director, producer on it, and I let him know that I really appreciated what he'd done, and I was wondering if I could get coffee with him and ask him more questions about what he does, and we ended up having an amazing meeting, and I got called in for a huge role in the 3rd season. So, but you know, always leading with like authenticity and not being weird or, you know, anything like that. So respecting the other person for what they do is the main thing, I think.
Yeah, that's great advice. And so I love the way you're talking about self-love is the key to life, because then it'll make everything else easier. So what would be your top 3 tips for ways to look after yourself?
Okay, I love therapy. I think everyone should go to therapy if you can. My second biggest tip would be meditating, and there's different meditations you can do for self-love. And then thirdly, I love mantras. So mantras that can help you feel good about you, like a personal favorite of mine is saying, I am deeply fulfilled with who I am, and just keep saying that. And like anytime you remember, say it out loud or say it in your head, and it starts to really make a difference. It's maybe not overnight, but over time, things you say to yourself really have an impact on your self-esteem. Yeah.
So incredibly true, incredible advice. So thank you so much. Have a beautiful evening. It's lovely to meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we had an incredible night interviewing the cast and crew of Pennyworth. Season premiere this July 28th on Epix. You can find me on all my social media at Kim Davey Live. Thanks for tuning in and buzz you later.